out of the box or out of the wall, whatever you want to call it, we have. I love it when I get it right. Saw Dos. Saw 2. So I'm going to guess they never expected to make a Saw 2 movie, but they said, wait a minute. Saw 1 made over $100 million worldwide. I think this one did over 160 or 180 worldwide on like a $3 to $5 million budget. Called a win-win. But is Saw 2 a good film? Let's find that out together. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Saw 2, which is about pretty simple premise. We are now in a house with about 5 or 6 people that are stuck there in Jigsaw's trap. Will they get out alive? Why are they there? Donnie Wahlberg's character, which we're starting to bring in a lot more cast in these films, what does he have to do with all those people in the house, including his son? So, do I like this film? I think with this one, they kind of like, oh shit, we have a year to, not even a year to write a script. I'm pretty sure this came out every freaking year of how we're going to expand this universe. And I do think they did a good job expanding who survived in the first one, who helped people in the second one, and just the overall story, because this puts it in the believable category of what these people have to go through, and these devices where they go into are not ridiculously like over complex and like, yeah, you could tell that there is a stepping stone of where these movies are going, and Jigsaw's new to this game, and same with his helpers or helper, and you go, yeah, I can actually believe what is happening on screen, because what I've noticed then, when you get to like Saw 4 or 5, the traps are like, you have 1 minute, you have 1 minute. At least with the first and second ones, like you have 6 hours, you have 2 hours. And I think when it goes into that 1 minute territory, you kind of go like, yeah, you're kind of getting me out of this game, because it is like, these people are going to fail. If you have a minute to gouge your eyes out, that's unreasonable. However, if you have like 2 hours to try to figure out this together, it makes it more believable. Like that, but I'm talking about the whole Saw franchise. I need to talk about the second one. Is this a step down from the first one? Yes. But the traps still work, and even knowing what is going to occur, especially with the needle scene, it still makes you squirm. And when a movie can still do that after your second or third viewing, and being such an older-esque film, I truly have to give it props for doing that. So when going into this story, I do think they do a well enough job of trying to expand the universe with Jigsaw, with Donnie Wahlberg's character, and the cast of characters in this house. Yes, some of these are superficial characters, especially Franky G's character, just supposed to be the, the asshole that abuses women, that doesn't only care about himself. Yes, you can have those characters that are like, okay, I understand why you're there. And when rewatching the second one, Samantha's character, if I'm not mistaken, you kind of see that, watching it back to back, that she is put in there to kind of be the helper. Like, there was no rhyme or reason for her not to do anything but that. But I understand why I decided to put her in it in the second one, to kind of do a Ghana moment. But I don't think it's as smart as what people think it is when rewatching it the second time. Again, with this one, the traps aren't bombastic, and I think keeping that grounded really works, especially with the wrist slashing one. That's a smart one. The needle one is pretty good. The gun one to the door, like I said, you see these oh shit moments, but you're like, oh shit, that's believable. And I understand that maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3 people could actually make these traps, because it's nothing over ambitious, and that works. When I talk about the negatives of this one, like I said, this one is about another hour and a half. They're all about an hour and a half movies, and they do try to put so much into these movies, where only one of them really felt like it was a 2-hour movie, which is the third one, which I had to give it a positive because of doing that. But when these movies are an hour and a half, these characters are going to be superficial. They're not going to have a lot of backstories except, oh, I've been to jail. I've been to jail. I've been to jail. I've been to jail. Or I'm the snitch. Or I'm the cop's son. So everyone's supposed to hate me. Like, that is all the superficial levels you're going to get with a lot of these characters. But I do think the connection between this one and the first one really does work. And then rewatching the second one, I totally forgot how it connects to the first one. So I went, oh shit, that's pretty cool of how they did it. So even after watching the second one years and years and years, there's still some oh shit moments like, oh, I forgot that happened. And that's kind of smart. So, overall, Saw 2 is still in the positive lane, in my opinion. It goes more in the oh shit territories, but the oh shit territories are ambitious enough and believable enough for the audience not to be pulled back just yet. So, Saw 2 will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futons. It goes at 70%. We'll see the critics' new scores gave this one. So you have critics a 37%, which is a 13% decrease, and the audience score also went down about 30% to a 59. 122 critics, 250,000 audience score. Here's a critic consensus. Saw 2 is likely to please the gore-happy fans of the original, though it may be too gruesome for those not familiar with the first film's premise. And again, this goes to the territory where you're like, they have no idea where the next Saw movie is about to go, because this one really isn't gorish. It's the needle scene where if anyone sees that and like, oh my god, you're so fucked, that's where you go, ugh, territory. Anyway, 37, 59, 70. Chase Hockey here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, I'm nothing is Futon, Toby, Futon. Say what a great day. And I care about to say tomorrow, week, now, month, or a year from now. I love every single freaking one of you. And let's continue on to Saw 3.